Brooke, how are you and the kids doing? How are you faring? And
Thank
you were
you.
evacuated early Tuesday morning, right? So how
We
hard was
were
that?
actually evacuated the evening of. Thank you for asking. I'm happy to be here. It's a sensitive story to tell because I have such compassion for what everybody is going through. At the same time, sometimes this disconnection of social media is the best way to communicate with friends and family. Kids are safe, my home is safe, I am okay, and this is my fourth experience. We evacuated because it was 11 at night. First you smell the fire, you look out the windows, and because we've been through it before in Malibu, then we saw the fire and made a quick decision to wake everybody up and decide to leave even before the evacuation. And it's mostly because in my neighborhood, there's two opportunities to get in and out, and a lot of eucalyptus, which go up like matches. And the wicked winds were blowing in Malibu, and that's what's unpredictable, and that's what's so dangerous. And we have animals, 4 kids, a dog, a cat. I'm like, we gotta go.
How did you get everybody out, including the animals?
Woke them up, told everybody calmly, equanimity, pack a bag, there's a fire in Malibu, everybody take a breath, we're gonna get into the car and hurry up and take whatever you need. And it's kind of that conversation instead of full panic, which I've been through that before with other fires. So I know now today what to do and how to prepare a family, but only because you get better every time. You've got to make a quick decision of safety. Safety first, but you're also, you know, there's a love and the passion for home. So there's a lot of decisions that need to be made like that.
Yeah.
We were out probably within 10 minutes, and then we stayed on PCH until 2 a.m., watching it go down, trying
While
to stay
you're
positive.
watching, how hard is that, and what goes through your mind because you see that fire coming towards your house?
It's hard because the winds are unpredictable. So it's that decision, do I stay or do I go? And then finally, just with kids, and we're like, we need to go get a hotel, so we made a decision to check into a local hotel. By the time we did that, that hotel was evacuating. So to give you an idea on how quickly things shift and change.
How were those emotions? Your kids have been through it before, but still.
We've been through it before. Tears and fear. My son, you know, Shia just wanted to stay and fight. His dad was out of town. My daughter, one of my daughters was crying. Our 2 little ones with Scott, it was their first fire, so they don't know what to expect. Everybody deals with it so differently. And
How was Scott?
Scott was okay, but it was his first experience, and fire is scary and it's unpredictable. I mean, Mother Nature wins, you know, and you've also got the tremendous contributions from all of the firemen, but you've got other firemen from stations that aren't familiar with the area, and it's really fascinating to watch the collaboration between the ground and the air. And to see all the law enforcement and everybody showing up to help, but it's still a mystery. And you've got unpredictable winds that are roaring through Malibu, and that's the problem.
You posted pictures with firefighters. How did those come about?
We made a decision to go back to Malibu as safely as possible, and we're able to weasel our way through the roadblock. I'm not recommending that because
So you got back to your
it's
house.
difficult. We went back to the house, and I'm glad that we did. Had we not have gone back, I think our house may have burned. There was a small fire starting in my neighbor's yard who had evacuated that Scott and my daughter were putting out. We had firemen in our backyard in State Park that was going up in flames like matchbox. Gardeners working together, connecting hoses, just being prepared in the most responsible way to navigate and problem solve. You've got firemen and law enforcement trying to do their job and do it collectively. So I actually hopped into a fire truck because they didn't know the lay of the land in our neighborhood, which is complicated, to show them where to go.
So you were directing the
I'm
fire.
in sweats and a tank top. My son, my daughter, my gardener, Scott, everybody's trying to problem solve around. So I was in one unit, and they were amazing, but again, they're trying to navigate these small little roads. There's no power, there's no communication, there's no internet. Everyone's doing the best they can. Homes are burning in our neighborhood. So this fire, although it doesn't feel as devastating as the Woolsey fire, in our neighborhood, I've never seen anything like this before. Hi friends, just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody that's been reaching out. We are safe trying to give you an update, but we haven't had much reception.
You had to go to social media to let friends and family know that you were okay.
2 days later, I did that, and I did it as sensitively as I could, because here I am feeling lucky and grateful that my family and my home is safe. Meanwhile, my neighbors are losing this battle, and driving by and seeing homes that have burnt down, there's just an array of emotions that really happen.
You have some pretty famous neighbors, Cher, Dick Van Dyke,
in the neighborhood,
Jane Seymour, in the neighborhood. Have you heard any news about them? Have you guys kept in touch?
Most people evacuated. James Cameron House was in the neighborhood. Most people are as responsible as they can be, and then those of us who have been through this many times before remain. It was like a ghost town in the neighborhood.
Let me ask you this: why stay knowing the danger?
I have to be honest, Kevin, yesterday I asked myself that same thing. What is it about Malibu that empowers these people to stay? And we love our home, we love the land. It's so sacred, it's so complicated. I mean, every decade, whether it's fire or flood, we are in it, we go through it, and it makes us stronger. This one, because I saw the flames coming over, because I see what happened in the corner of our street, I had a conversation with the kids. I'm like, are these signs? Like, what is it about this neighborhood that we love so much that we continue to fight through this?
Yeah.
And every time we go, thank God, we're blessed and we're grateful. I guess we just know it.
How did you prepare, and how have you changed over
You get
time?
smarter. The P's, it was a great little tip we were talking about today: your paper, your plastic, your prescriptions, your pets, your people. So I have a bag that's almost packed. We have PTSD in Malibu. My cars are always filled with gas. My devices are always charged, and the kids, as much as we can. We have extra water. I've got a firebox that has passports, birth certificates, original Social Security documents, personal sentimental things that are not replaceable, baby books. That's what you're gonna grab. If you grab your computer, grab your charger and grab your hard drive. Yeah. Being prepared for me is your savior. Being able to take a breath and be calm with your children and your family. And trust me when I said to everybody, nobody panic, pack a bag. What did they put in the bag? Nothing that they needed.
Right, just silly stuff, right?
But my bags were packed and prepared, and so you get the wind warnings. We know that's the first thing that goes down in Malibu. You know the power's going out, so you have all your emergency devices. Are the batteries new, or are they old, and are they expired? Do you have a first aid kit? I have one in my car. I have a big one in the pantry. 3 weeks ago when we were preparing, none of the lights were working because all the batteries were dead. So you've got to go through like a system of checks and balances as a homeowner, as a mom, as a woman. Do you know where your gas valve is? First thing you want to do, turn your gas off. The first fire I went through, even the fire department, where's your gas? I'm like, I don't know. Now I know.
Now you know where that goes.
Where's the water? Where's the gas? Do you have emergency supplies? Are they current? Are they expired? Where are your fire extinguishers? Do your children have an evacuation plan? Do you have a meeting point? Because you are going to lose reception.
I was thinking about Dick Van Dyke because we were in his house and we saw just a treasure trove of keepsakes and memorabilia and things that are irreplaceable.
I know.
Do you have those things, and what do you do? As you walk out of the house, do you look back at some things and you're like, oh my God, I wish I could take this?
I did before. I mean, right now, where I sit right now, it's like, do I have my families and my partner and my loved ones and my animals and a plan for them? And then I'm good with all this stuff. As privileged as we are, I'm good if I have like my posse intact. That's the conversation that I have with the kids. And one of my daughters is crying. I'm like, it's just stuff at the end of the day. It's easier said than done. It's emotional. There are sentimental, irreplaceable items. But I think most of us in Malibu now have another place where we have a plan where we're keeping some of that stuff. And who wants to live like that, right? I'm really proud of my family. I'm proud of my kids. I'm proud of my neighbors. I'm proud of the helpers. I'm proud of Malibu. I'm proud of the bravery, and even though I was fighting the fight of do we stay or do we go, I don't know that we would have been so lucky if it wasn't really a joint effort. And those are the moments that I think really connect us as a community that you never forget. It's sad, it's scary, but at the same time, like, you show up. And then you know when to go, too. It's like you gotta know when to let go. You have to know when to fight, and you have to know when to let go. Like, it's life. These are like life lessons. These are character building moments. And as sad as it is, with our neighbors that didn't make it through it, not our neighbors, but their structures, it's sad. And then we're going to show up for them as a community as well. And you help each other. It's hard.